like honey. Honey, 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 honey.
What's going on, YouTube? Today we're going to be reacting to deputies shot woman mistakenly as an intruder in her own apartment. And yeah, it's going to get crazy, but do know I'm going to be reacting to any and everything on this channel. And remember to splat that like button, comment, share below, and if you want to become a True Honey member slash 100 member, subscribe to this channel. But yeah, it's gonna be really crazy, and hopefully it just let y'all be aware of stuff like this. But voiceover honey, y'all can just grab your snacks, grab your drinks, and a drink y'all can get some water because you want to keep it healthy. And for the food, y'all can just get some chicken and some macaroni and call it a day. Now back to the video. But here we go. Here we go.
A warning, this video may be too graphic for some viewers.
Witnesses say they heard more than a dozen shots in all. Five bullets struck 28-year-old Ebony Pouncey, who had broken into the apartment with the permission of its resident. She's expected to recover, but her attorney, Ben Crump, says the body cam video shows that the deputies used excessive force.
Charles Marino is a security and law enforcement expert who also served as a U.S. Secret Service agent and joins us now. Thank you for your time. So after seeing and hearing that disturbing police body cam video, as far as police protocol goes, how did the officers handle the situation in your view?
Yeah, look, an unfortunate sequence of events here. All the signs of a break-in, including initial reports that came in from neighbors, signs of broken glass, screen removed from the window, and unfortunately, the victim coming to the door with a weapon in her hand. So as far as announcing themselves, law enforcement presence, based on the video evidence, it appears that the deputies followed procedure. Let's remember this was about 2:15 a.m. We have all the signs of a break-in. Neighbors confirm activity that was suspicious in the apartment, and deputies proceeded accordingly. Now, following any shooting, there's going to be an internal review. The officers are placed on administrative leave.
But what would make them want to shoot now and ask questions later? Like, they truly do not know if this was truly a break-in or not without really truly knowing what's going on. And here go another video. Let me fast forward it, because I wanted y'all to hear her story as well.
We realized we didn't have the key. I told Ebony to break the window. That would have been the third time the window would have been broken since I stayed here in the duration of 2 years. So the window being broken wasn't a big deal. The maintenance team is really good. They fixed it the next morning, and they charged $60. So that's what we did. I didn't have a phone. My phone was lost that same day. So we didn't have a phone to call anybody. So I told her to break the window. I go inside. Once I went inside, we were there for about 20 minutes. The next thing I know, I hear loud banging on the door.
And just know this was not a burglary at all. This was her trying to get back into her apartment because, you know, she was locked out and she was just trying to get back into her apartment. So basically she's saying that, like, her friend helped her break the window and she just went in to try to get her apartment to open. And yeah.
And when they started banging on the door, I was like, what's that? What's that noise?
And remember, she's in the apartment already. Like, they broke the window. She in the apartment already.
Her gun and ran to the door. I didn't hear anything after that. The next thing I know, Ebony came back. and she said she was shot. So I ran to my son's room and I looked out the window. After she told me she was shot, I told her to call 911. So when I ran to my son's room, I ran back to her and I told her, it's the police. So imagine calling the police just to realize it's the police who's hurting you. The only crime that was committed that day was done by the police. So when Ebony was shot, I was not going to come outside. It took a while to come out because, of course, I was scared. I was thinking I was going to die. I was going to be next. I was going to get shot up next. That's all I could think. I was thinking I wasn't going to see my son again. I didn't know what to think. So after she said, if you don't go out there, they're going to come in here and kill us and not ask any questions. When she said that, that's when I knew I had no choice. I had to gather up every ounce of courage and strength that I had, and I had to head towards that door because my life and her life depended on it. So I go out the door, which is from what y'all can see. Everything else from that point on is y'all see it. Everything else from that point on is recorded. So I go out the door. I'm telling them I live here. I'm screaming. I see nothing but red and blue lights all through here. And nothing but faces, angry faces, face looks that can kill. So I'm walking down the stairs, trembling, telling them I live here as loud as I can, trying to enunciate myself and project my voice as loud as I can, letting them know that I stay here. Even after I explained that I stayed here and that I live here and that I've been paying my rent here for over 2 years, and let me go grab my lease agreement, let me show y'all my identification, let me show y'all, let me prove it to y'all, let me prove it to y'all that I live here. Let me prove something to y'all that I shouldn't even have to prove. Once I said I lived here, I understand it's their job and it's protocol, but that should have been that. Guns should not have still been pointed at me. So
these were a bunch of reckless.
And you can tell that she's, really going through it because, like, she tried her best to try to get out that situation. She was like, I live here. I stay here. Like, do y'all want to see anything? Like, I stay here. And for them not to, like, withdraw their guns and try to be more civil and understand, they want to shoot up the whole apartment. Like, y'all got jobs. At the end of the day, y'all have jobs. We think that y'all supposed to protect us, and y'all don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all failed us as people, as taxpayers. Like, y'all fail us, and that's something that they got to work on. That's something that they got to get better at. It's just crazy. And you could tell, like, she going through it because, like, that'll scar somebody. Like, that makes her feel like, dang, I can't even trust the cops. Like, I could have been dead. You know what I'm saying? That's probably how she be feeling. Like, man, I could have been dead that day. If she didn't take precaution, like, she probably would have been dead. And it's crazy that she has to go through something like that with them.
Boys. Because even after they knew she was a resident, their behavior never changed. When you hear somebody bamming at your door in a high crime area, you have a right to go to that door with a gun in your hand to make sure you're safe. Ebony never shot at them. They saw through the window she had a gun, and as you see, look at the front door, they shot through the door. And
they seen her have a gun, but she, like, who wouldn't have a gun to try to go check the door if somebody banging on it? Like, I'm finna protect myself first. To be honest, like, as cops, that's kind of expected for them because they tend to do crap like that anyway. They think like, oh yeah, somebody got a gun. Yeah, they burglarizing this apartment, so let me go shoot. They so quick to shoot.
Shot through the door, not even announcing themselves. This is a disgrace. This is not what Harris County taxpayers are paying for. We in this county deserve better. We should be protected by law enforcement, not by a bunch of reckless cowboys just shooting all over the place.
Just shooting all over the place.
Shots, and you were never even fired upon. You were never even shot at. That many shots? And you shot in a baby's room 27 times?
Oh, heck no. They shot in the baby's room 27 times? 27 times in the child's room? It could have been kids in there. Thank God. They were just shooting reckless. And with me being a mother, like, that would traumatize me, knowing that, like, if my kids was here and y'all shooting up my apartment like that, I'd be, man, I ain't gonna lie, I'll raise HE double hockey sticks.
Well, this is clearly.
Okay, I'm a fast forward this. I just wanted to show y'all the holes, all the bullet holes that's in their apartment. That they done shot up this whole entire apartment. Like, that's the window that they broke into to try to, you know, I think that's the window. But look at all them bullet holes right here.
And they're at his height. They're at his level. They would have killed my baby.
Like, that's ridiculous. Look at all of those. Like, man, I'm not even finna count those. They was really trying to shoot to kill at this moment. Like, they was really trying to shoot to kill them. And it could have been little babies in here. Like, look at that. That's the other side.
Yes, come on in. Come on in.
I think that was the window that they was trying to break into to open the door. Because they was locked out their own apartment. That's horrible.
Start with the door. Come on in. Come right on in.
Like, and it's still going. It like,
Look at the baby's door. Look at the child's door.
oh my gosh, bro, that's terrible. That's terrible. And it could have been kids right there, though.
Y'all come on in.
Y'all really was trying to shoot to kill everybody in the house.
Yeah, keep coming on in. Keep coming on in. That's the child's bedroom door. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at the bedroom doors.
Is that the child there on the wall?
Yes.
Look how many bullet holes it is. And then there's some at the bottom, like dang near where your shoes would be.
Look behind the door.
Oh my God, there's some behind the door too. What?
Look at this. These were nothing more than
They really was not caring.
a bunch of reckless cowboys for a woman that never fired one shot at them. Not one shot. All this was necessary
Right.
in her own apartment. Not breaking any laws. All this was necessary. This in a child's room.
Well, no, was she charged with anything?
Nothing. Nothing.
Was she taken to jail?
Wasn't even charged with nothing.
Hospital.
I was
She's in
man.
hospital recovering. Y'all can go and exit now.
So her friend was the one that here, cause I'm done with this video. Her friend was the one that had the gun at the time, and she was not in the apartment. Like, she wasn't living in the apartment with her, but you know, she the one that had the gun, and she's the one that's injured in the hospital. But you know, at the same time, like, this is literally like the most craziest story, because y'all literally just start firing at them for no reason. And they wasn't, like he said, they wasn't charged with anything or nothing. Like, they could have just told them to like come out with their hands up, or you know, anything. Y'all didn't have to make it this bad. Like, y'all really did too much. And y'all could have killed kids. Cause she said that, I remember her saying that she usually have her nieces and nephews over there. And just she be having like different people at her house. So if she would have had these kids around in her house at the time, they would have gotten killed too. All because these deputies being so, like he said, reckless. Very reckless. And then I think they called the cops. Oh yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they called the cops to try to get help. And I don't know if they neighbors. I think they neighbors called the cops. Like I said, this story is really crazy. But tell me what y'all think about this story. Make sure y'all split that like button, comment, share, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.
Money.